distinguished guests, instructors, supporters, family and friends, graduates. I am honored and humbled to be speaking with you today. Today is not just a special day for the graduates. Today is a special day for the entire software testing industry. I thought it appropriate to begin by sharing that when this program was announced, I made a blog post that included the following statements. The CES has recently launched a program certain to become the new gold standard in professional development of software testers. I believe that this is exactly the program that testers and employees of testers have needed and desired for many years. Without hesitation, I would move job candidates who have completed any or all of this program to the top of my consideration list. And there's no currently available program that is more comprehensive or higher quality at any price. Before going any further, I want to recognize everyone involved in making this program a reality. Members of the CES, supporters, instructors, and staff. This group of graduates means that you have not only envisioned the future of training testers, you have implemented it. I commend you on your vision, compliment your hard work and dedication, and congratulate you for your success in creating the gold standard that I predicted. Like most testers today, I didn't start my career as a tester. I left home to become a civil engineer. I completed my degree, but to pay for school, I made a commitment to spend 4 years in the military where I had a variety of jobs, none of which related to either civil engineering or testing. After the military, I took several jobs related to technology, but still not testing, until one day when the company I was working for got purchased, resulting in salary cuts, reductions in bonuses, and overpriced stock options. Needless to say, I wasn't impressed. So I called a friend for help updating my resume. He told me not to worry about that and instead to come work with him as a performance engineer. I asked him what that was. He said, "Don't worry, you'll like it." 2 weeks later, I started my career in software testing, and he was right. I liked it. In case you're wondering, I did check on those stock options when they would have been vested. They were trading at well under 1/100th the price they were offered to me. Just one more reason to be glad I decided to become a software tester. Unlike you, I never completed a comprehensive professional training program. In fact, I first encountered formal training 3.5 years and 15 projects after becoming a tester. A one-day performance testing tutorial before a conference. The interesting part is not that it took 3.5 years before I encountered my first formal training for testers. The interesting part is that I had been recruited to teach the course. Yes, that's right. The first testing-related training I ever encountered was a course that I wrote and taught to others. Honestly, I suspect that each of you knows more about testing right now than I did when I taught that class. Graduates, you may not realize it, but this program has given you a big head start on your career. If you follow the blogosphere, you're aware of the ongoing discussion about whether or not the commonly accepted state of the software testing practice is dead. This discussion is especially interesting considering that very little about the state of the practice has changed since software test gained an identity separate from development over 40 years ago. I refer to this state of the practice as the underinformed directing the undertrained to do the irrelevant. Where the underinformed are the managers and executives with no actual software development experience who don't understand the meaning behind the information we know how to provide. Yet they have to make decisions, difficult decisions. So they do what any reasonable person would do. They request information they believe they understand. In effect, directing testers to perform tasks that are irrelevant to delivering quality software as quickly and cheaply as possible. Unfortunately, today's testers do not have the training, experience, or business knowledge to change these directives into discussions about the decisions that need to be made and what information the testers can provide to improve those decisions. The advancement of the state of the practice, I believe, has been further stymied by a perennial stalemate among code and developer-centric testing, requirements and compliance-centric testing, and user satisfaction-centric testing, as well as by software delivery models that focus on some flavor of build, package, ship, support customers, repeat. Increased awareness demands for higher quality, faster, and cheaper, coupled with the ever-increasing internet connectivity of devices using or running software, is causing organizations to rethink values, methods, roles, and goals related to software delivery. Emerging software delivery methods are product-centric. They unify development, testing, deployment, and support, and they implement continuous and concurrent streaming build, deploy, and update models. These realities demand advancement in the state of the software testing practice. I predict that by the end of your career, testing will no longer be a phase in the development lifecycle. It will be an integrated and integral part of software delivery. Testers will spend most of their time side by side with developers, reporting bugs verbally and helping them to create production acceptable software the first time. Few testers will develop complicated test plans, write step-by-step test cases, or evaluate builds released specifically to test. Testing will regularly occur in production, intentionally. Testers will work closely with customers, customer support, and operations. And testers will regularly automate, explore, and provide assessments, not just pass-fail results. In short, I believe the industry is looking for the next generation of visionary leaders to enable testers to become advisors to informed managers and executives, to help teams create and deliver software more cheaply and with higher customer satisfaction using delivery models that embrace continuous integration and delivery. Visionary leaders who will remain focused on delivering business value, identifying business risk, testing risk mitigation and control measures, and providing valuable information to the people who need it most as early in the delivery chain as possible. I encourage you to embrace these ideas, innovate around them, and share your experiences with others. I caution you against accepting the status quo blindly and challenge you instead to test the status quo as you test software. Find the defects, report them, and participate in their resolution. Even though I believe that you are the most well-trained group of testers at your experience level in the world, I encourage you to complete the remaining 2 tiers of the CES program, because I believe that you have the opportunity to be more than just successful testers. I believe you have the opportunity to be part of the next generation of visionary leadership. Not convinced? The truth is, you don't need any special qualifications to become a significant influence in what I like to call testerland. Take me for example. In addition to being almost entirely self-taught as a tester, I'm the son of an 8th grade teacher and a homemaker from a small, behind-the-times town that virtually no one has ever heard of. Before I left home for university, the most famous people I'd encountered, aside from minor politicians at ceremonies and parades, were a retired and mostly forgotten professional athlete turned driver's education teacher, and a former Playboy playmate, his wife, turned English teacher. Trust me, by the time I was a student in their classes, it was quite difficult to imagine either of them in their previous careers. I was well into my 30s when I first met a book author, a CEO, a millionaire, or an actress. Yet today, I'm known as an author or contributor to 4 software testing books. I'm an international keynote speaker, and I'm sometimes referred to as the face of performance testing. And today, I'm speaking to the very first class to complete the software testing tier of the Software Testing Career Education Program created and delivered by the CES in a country very far away from my own. Suffice it to say that this is indicative of the opportunities that are available in Testerland for each of you to make significant contributions to your employers and to become visionary leaders in the field of software testing. The question is, are you up for the challenge? I think you are. Now stop listening to me ramble and get out there and make me, the CES, and your homeland proud.